Hello everyone, welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses Good Night. This has been like a while since I've recorded this. It's something I found out in the time in between. If you tilt the Pro Controller or the Joy-Cons, you move the character at the bottom and you can also have them jump. It's something amusing you can do while you're waiting for it to load, I guess. In the time in between, I have actually played quite a bit of this game, doing a different, like on a different profile and with a different house entirely. Let's just say I got kind of wrapped up in it and I ended up in part 2. We're still in part 1 doing this. So there was quite a lot going on in between. I'm not going to spoil any of it. But I will kind of share some of the things I learned in between. One of them being if, as you can see here, Felix can, once he actually gets the chance next time, he can actually go for being a brawler. If at any point you see a time where their strength will go up or just whatever stat, I found out that if you change their class to that, they can get that permanent stat increase without ever becoming that class. So it's always kind of nice to do that. Of course, you get the, if you turn them into that class, you can gain the skill that could be very beneficial later on, which is something that we were kind of going for throughout all these, and we did turn in pretty much everybody. Annette hasn't changed, Ingrid hasn't changed because she hasn't been able to become level 5 yet, and then we have Dorothea that's going to help us out for this mission. Also, there's so much that I learned, so to put it lightly, there's just a whole bunch. I'll get into it as we go along, but suffice to say, this is going to be something that's interesting. The Magdred ambush. Mutiny in the Mist.
I have to say, it's a real honor to accompany such a brave and distinguished knight. None other than Captain, wielder of Thunderbrand.
Thunderbrand?
You mean you don't know? My weapon is called Thunderbrand. It's one of the hero's relics. A long, long time ago, the goddess bestowed divine weapons upon 10 heroes, which were passed down to their descendants.
You know what? I'm going to do the auto advance. That way I'm not having
It's
to
an honor
constantly
to
push it.
wield, but I'm afraid there won't be any chance for that today. Our mission is to help clean up the aftermath, not to fight.
Why would Lenato incite such a reckless rebellion?
You should know more about that than any of us, Ashe.
Well, I don't. Lenato never mentioned anything of the like to me.
He probably didn't want you getting caught up in his own personal vendetta.
What kind of vendetta would that be?
How much do you know about the tragedy of Dusker, Professor?
I've heard of it.
It's when the king of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus was murdered by the people of Dusker. It happened about 4 years ago.
It's okay, Catherine. Please, go on.
Right. Well, Lord Lenato's son, Kristoff, was accused of being involved in that whole awful affair. He was executed by the church. Speaking from the church's perspective, we simply passed judgment according to our doctrine in place of the kingdom, which was in complete chaos. Whatever the truth behind that incident may be, Lord Lenato has harbored resentment toward the church ever since. Well, to be more specific, his grudge isn't only against the church. It's also against the one who turned Kristoff over to them.
Report! The enemy is approaching. They can't be avoided. Their numbers are far greater than we predicted. They used the fog to slip past the Knight's perimeter.
It looks like our mission just changed, Professor. Everyone, prepare for battle!
Alright. We're gonna have to deal with this whole deal. But yeah, the house I picked in the playthrough that I've got on the other profile is the Golden Deer. Because, like I said, I kind of liked Claude for a little bit. I will say, for the most part, there's some of those characters, some of those characters I like. The majority of them, I can't stand them. I'll be completely honest. Alright, so all 10 of us are going to be able to go. One thing I don't think I've ever shown off, though, if you actually go to the marketplace,
Welcome.
there's Anna. And you can, like normal, purchase any weapons, do any forging. Well, we hadn't got to that point yet. But yeah. Any battalions you wish to hire, or if you forgot to replenish them, you can do that. Any items you wish to purchase, all that kind of stuff. I forget if I used all of those or not. I should have checked, but okay. Alright, one of the things you do want to buy at the... I think I bought these at one point. When I heard that there was going to be some fighting in the... I can't mess with your items. Okay, good to know. Did I? Yes, Ingrid has it. Okay. She does have a torch. You do want to have a torch in this, just because it's going to be a fog of war for the most part. You have an axe, so I do want you to have the axe prowess. Bow prowess, there's not really a point. Yeah. Sylvain. You know what? Yeah, he's got fire, but he's not capable of using magic right now. I can give him axe prowess regardless. And just unequip those, since he can't use it. And that's the big thing about this, it's like, hey, if they can't use something, there's not really a point for them to have that ability. Alright. So, that out of the way, let's see how we're laid out here. Ingrid, I want you to be there. Dorothea, you can hang out over there. She's more of just kind of like helping out if things get a little bit tough. She doesn't gain any experience or anything. Yeah, I think we're good there. And we'll just quickly save it so if something does go wrong, don't have to do all that again. Alright. Defeat the enemy commander. Blyther Dimitri falls, we lose.
With this fog, it's impossible to tell where the enemy might be, or how many of them there are. The enemy could be trying to surround us, but they shouldn't have enough soldiers to form a tight circle. Take down anyone who breaks through the fog, and let's push through!
Shouting from within the fog. It seems the knights are already battling.
Alright.
Proceed with caution. Wait for them to enter your field of view.
Yeah, low visibility maps. And you reward if your allies don't suffer heavy losses. So, try not to let any of these guys flee. Of course, if things can't be helped, then it's not the biggest worry. But you do get something out of it if you don't let them flee. Ingrid, use a torch, please. Alright. There's not a whole lot going on right now.
I'll cut through.
Here goes.
Yeah, you're gonna
Here
move
we
that
go.
direction.
I'll give it my all.
Ashe, you can move over there.
I'll go.
Stay
And
focused.
We'll just kind of move along this way.
Lord Lenato doesn't deserve such sadness and anger. Now it's your turn to suffer.
Why, Lenato? Why did you drag so many others into this?
Too slow!
Well, that didn't work. Oh, come on, Dimitri. Not too much to worry about there. Just want to keep an eye on their HP.
While you try to kill our lord?
No. Just a little bit. And if it wasn't obvious, Catherine is a giant beast. She pretty much takes down anyone she fights. And thankfully those guys will actually stick around her. They won't really worry about trying to do too much as far as just that was something. Alright. So there's not too much you need to really worry about as far as this is concerned. You do want to keep an eye on your characters, not have them go too far out, because as you can see, there are quite a bit of enemies running around. But it's not really that bad. Alright, yeah, just better to make sure I actually hit. And you will be fine if you just attack it. No problem. Eh. Not my favorite way to go about that. Alright. Yeah, not Dimitri. The dude is just like this giant tank. He does not get hurt. He's getting closer to a D rank on his sword. That's going to be very useful. Oh. Oh, wow. 31% chance of hitting. Good night. 4 strikes, missed every single time. But that's just using the power of the terrain. And that's the thing about actually using using your surroundings like that, is that they do a fantastic job of making sure you can hit your enemy. Well, to where you can avoid it.
Let's begin.
And sometimes using your gambits, you have easier aim of hitting your opponent than just attacking. Well, that's a thing. Yeah. It was okay. Ingrid, I actually want you to take care of this. Not too much going on there. And just provide a heal.
Thanks.
Yeah, our vision's kind of backed off a little bit as far as being, rusted bow. Okay. Life. Let's move you over here. Dude, just kicked him in the face! I will say this about the gauntlets attack, like counterattacks and stuff. They're just really cool. Cause like with that, Blythe just straight up kicked the guy in the face and then hit him. Alright, that was just rude. Not too much going on with that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do too much damage with the javelin. Okay, she's going after that guy. It actually hits first time, instead of going through all four and not even hitting once. Not too much to say about that. Alright. Nice. Provide a heal, please.
You're a big help.
And just finish that guy off. Alright, he's got a C in Lance.
Lord Lenato, please don't die. I am sorry. But did you really think you would get away with this?
There's a guy up in this area. I'm trying to find him. Well, there's a couple people up here. Alright. Yeah, just attack. I'm gonna have Blythe take that rusted axe. And we're gonna have you take out him. Please heal.
You're a big help.
All right. That's really nice. I needed a kind of a level up. All right.
Shot.
Meh.
You saw that coming.
Getting there. It's at a 5. Yeah, just hang out down there, please. I really don't have to worry too much about you guys. Yeah, just move over there. Blythe, you're gonna be fine if you sit there. Training Lance Plus. Not really a point to that one. Oh, there we go. We got a CN sword. Grounder. Ooh. That's going to be useful. Also, with the mini bow, you actually don't get bonuses when you attack air units. So any Pegasus or Wyvern Riders, you don't get the bonus on that. That's something I didn't realize. As you can see. And here it has effectiveness against flying units. So while you can do double hits and everything with the...
Thank you!
While you can do bonuses with your... well, double attacks with the mini bow, it's better to sometimes go with the other one, like a regular bow, so you can get that bonus. Almost there. Sylvain, it's better that you go. Yeah, actually use a sword.
Too slow.
Well, that's a shame. Ooh. Still going for that kick in the face. Not that I'm complaining there. Alright, got some magic going on. You can't quite use magic, so we're not too desperate of a need for to go in there, but we might get there at some point. I think we will. Yeah, take that. Alright. They're kind of moving in. Not really. Which is fine. I'd much rather them be out of the way and not taking all the kills, because they can do that. Alright. Right there is where our target for right now is. We don't want him to get in range to attack everybody, so I'm kind of being somewhat cautious about this. Alright, Blythe, you can go ahead and sit right there. This guy is actually pretty dangerous, so you do want to be careful while attacking. Unless you use the magic user, and at that point it's actually kind of a joke.
Anywhere near Lord Lonato.
It's because of that miasma attack. So I can't hit him from there. That would be asking for trouble. Alright. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah. Ouch. I was risking that, but I thought I'd hit, so... Make sure he's healed up.
My thanks.
He's not the enemy commander, but he's still gonna be he's a problem, regardless. Oh, that's not gonna be good. The reason that close counter is really nice. That way, if your bow guy does get attacked, they can still attack. Alright. Come on. Is she gonna miss every time again? Nope, she finally gets it. Oh gosh. His role to being the Dark Mage has now been lifted.
It's you. Thunderstrike Cassandra. It was your wretched zealotry that killed my son!
The only name I answer to is Catherine. Prepare to taste the blade of one who serves the goddess. Now you face a knight of Theros!
The fog is cleared. There's nothing left to hide you or the filthy Central Church from the judgment of the goddess.
Alright. Well, we're going to heal Didu, definitely.
Useful.
We can't really do too much. Yeah. Doing a fire. The resonant white magic's always nice too. Alright. So, yeah. Let's just slowly start moving our party over there. Not quite. Does she? She's not. Okay, she's almost at a E plus, but she's not quite there.
Thanks so much.
So close to getting that upgrade to his, to her authority. All right. Yeah. Use an axe. Slowly start moving that way. And we'll have Sylvain head this way.
Try to keep up!
Oh, he's using Disturbance. Well, that doesn't do anything for him, except bad. So he's not going to be able to really move. And Ashe can't do any damage to him. That's not good.
Let's do this right.
Oh. Okay. Well, this is if it hits. It's gonna be bad. If not, yeah, it's not gonna be a problem. Alright. Catherine's headed that way. Not too worried about that. Wow. That's a lot of damage I could end up doing. I'm just gonna attack with the sword.
Predictable.
I do need to... I got a D+ on those. Something I've realized as I was also doing the other save file is leveling up your weapon stats and everything's like super important in this, because everything relies on that stat as to whether or not you're gonna pass that certification test. So it's pretty essential that you make yourself very versatile in all of it. Mace. That's why I gave him the mace, so he could do that. Just take care of any of those troublemakers. Alright. You can't do anything, so you're just gonna wait. Ashe, you're gonna move up a little bit. Dimitri, you're gonna also go up that way. Oh, Dorothy. Please heal.
Ow, thanks.
Alright. Does a decent amount. But gets taken out by Catherine. Alright, oh, she's a sword master. I never did check what her class was. No wonder she does so much damage. Rusted bow. Okay. That seems a bit rude that the militia was all aiming for Ashe. It's like, really? Alright. Now they're aiming for Ashe again. That's just so mean.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for healing me.
I feel more powerful.
Alright. Ingrid... Yeah, you're good. Wow, I am seriously choosing who they attack. Yeah. He'll be fine. And that's that. Not too much else being said. Oh! He did the kick in the face. I think that hit more of the chest at that point, but I'm not splitting hairs. Just take care of it. Almost. Yeah, actually. Do a multiple heal.
Sorry.
I don't know if we ever showed that off or not, but It's actually really nice to get that. Rusted bow. Yeah, let's do a fading blow.
Deceived by that witch. I will show you the truth.
Let the lesson begin.
Well, I was trying not to get hit, that's why I used fading blow, but alright. EXP found. Oh. Okay, that works. Well, I think that at this point, it's not gonna matter. I'm not gonna get that other one. It's a shame.
I apologize, Your Highness. It is regrettable that we should cross swords like this.
Lonato, I sympathize with your position. I really do. I have no wish to kill you, but I'm afraid you have left me no choice. Please, forgive me.
Your Highness, I cannot stop here. For my child, and for the people of Fodlan. If you will not stand aside, then I have no choice but to cut you down. Call me a heretic.
Ooh, that would have done some serious damage to Dimitri.
You. I will be the one to kill you. No other.
You have lost all sense of justice. You want to fight me? So be it. I'll send you to meet your goddess.
Yeah, they'll have that conversation if she gets close enough. Ashe, I'm gonna have you wait. Get some experience there. Oh, okay. How do I want to finish this? I do want to do a heal. That way I can get some faith experience that way. It seems weird to do this sometimes, but honestly, like with any Fire Emblem game, if you're about to end and you have a healer that can heal people, it's better to do that so you can get the experience from it.
We're at your side.
It's our chance to prevail.
Come on!
Wow, he dodged that. Don't know how, but he dodged that. I'm wanting to see if I get extra, like, dialogue if he had, because he's aiming at Ashe.
Stand down, Ashe. I must destroy these evildoers by any means necessary.
Please surrender, Lonato. Whatever your reasons for doing this, we can still talk it out.
Rhea is an infidel who has deceived the people and desecrated the goddess. We have virtue and the goddess herself on our side.
Even if all that's true, dragging the townsfolk into it like this isn't right.
Enough. If that is how you feel, prepare yourself. I'm putting an end to this.
Gotta feel bad for Ashe. That's really not cool. That's how things seem to be going. Alright, Blythe is gonna come around this way. And can't quite
My thanks.
pull it off, but
Move carefully.
There we go. Dealt with the disturbance, as it were. Getting there. The dude's almost there. Not quite, but he's almost there. And let's finish it.
That vile woman. Kristoff, forgive me.
And there really isn't a way to calm him down. He's going to attack you no matter what. Yeah, you actually have to take him out, which kind of sucks. But
Lonato,
I never thought I'd see Lonato meet this fate. Well done, everyone. Let's gather our troops and go.
your allies do not suffer heavy losses, so you earn the reward from the Church of Ceros. You got a secret book. We're gonna put that in the convoy. And the goddess icon. So we got just items to increase stats. That's why I say it wasn't super important, but it's always nice. Dedu got MVP, so his motivation's been maxed out. Yeah, anytime your students get the highest motivation,
So much.
it will get the MVP. You max out
why
their
did this
motivation.
happen? Lonato was always such a kind man. Everyone in the village was so nice to me, and I killed them. I killed them all. I had to. I know I had to. I know that, but still, what does that make me?
Please, don't beat yourself up, Ashe. We did what had to be done.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be bothering you. I'm going to check on the town. I hope my brother and sister are okay.
That was my first time killing civilians, too. Those who I'm sworn to protect.
Unfortunately, that's the reality of war.
Are you insane? Those weren't knights or soldiers, but fathers and sons! We shouldn't have killed them! We should have found another way! I'm sorry. It's not fair for me to blame you for the circumstance. I know that if we hadn't done what we did, even more civilian lives would have been lost. At least my mind understands that, but my heart...
Still doesn't make it any easier.
Professor, those in power, no matter the era, always claim they fight for a just cause. That they take life to protect it. But is it truly okay to take any life you please? All in service of some implacable, just cause? Lord Lonato didn't take up arms out of a lust for power. He simply believed his cause to be just. Who's to say it wasn't? Maybe we didn't have to cut him down like that. Maybe we could have reached a mutual understanding, found a path of peace. I have to believe that. Perhaps the notion sounds laughable to you, mere lip service to naive ideals. But I can't believe otherwise.
Sorry to intrude, but this incident may be more serious than anticipated. I found this on Lord Lonato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect. But the content is too disturbing to ignore. We must report this to Lady Rhea right away. I hope that it's nothing.
I am glad to see that you have returned safely. The goddess is gracious with her divine protection. But it was not only her divine protection that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped. I am not so sure. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord Lonato's possession. It contained a deplorable plot to target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth. The plan seems unrealistic at best. But a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance. To that end, I would like for you and your students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
Just wouldn't that endanger the
Even
students?
if they encounter an enemy whom they cannot best, they should be fine, so long as they have you on their side.
The rite of rebirth is of paramount importance. It is when the Church of Seros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess. The Archbishop and I will be confined to the Goddess Tower once the ritual begins. Of course, the Knights will be on high alert as well. But there aren't enough of them to keep watch on every corner of the monastery. It is far from ideal to be forced to mobilize students, but the gravity of this situation requires that we all bend to avoid breaking.
While there is no need to fear for my safety, we cannot turn a blind eye to those who would blaspheme so heinously.
With any luck, this will all be for naught. Still, be on your guard.
Part 1. White Clouds. Blue Sea Moon. The Goddess's Rite of Rebirth. As the sun grows stronger and the nights grow ever shorter, the Blue Sea Star returns to the sky once more. Believed to be the goddess's home, her followers look to the star and commence celebrations of her rebirth. On the grounds of Garreg Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much-anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Seros is sure to be in attendance.
So that's going to be quite something. So in the next one, we're going to start Chapter 4. Good night. Unfortunately, there wasn't really much we could do in this last battle to help change minds, but that's the thing. And so, the Blue Sea Moon Month has started. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.